If Iraq could cripple Iran's ability to export oil through the Persian Gulf, Saddam believed Tehran might eventually be forced to negotiate or collapse under financial pressure. To achieve this, Iraq turned once again to France. In 1981, Saddam placed major orders for advanced military equipment, including dozens of Dassault Mirage F-1 fighter aircraft. Among these were specially modified versions equipped for anti-ship warfare and armed with the deadly French-made Exocet missile. The urgency of Iraq's request was so great that some of these aircraft were reportedly diverted directly from deliveries intended for the French Air Force itself and transferred to Iraq instead. Saddam needed these aircraft immediately, as Iraq's own air force had suffered heavy losses during the early years of the war. The Mirage F-1S and Exocet missiles would become central weapons in a new phase of the conflict, the campaign against oil tankers and commercial shipping in the Persian Gulf. Saddam hoped that by destroying Iranian tankers and threatening international trade routes, he could isolate Iran economically and force the world to pressure Tehran into ending the war. But while Iraq waited for the Mirage aircraft to arrive, Saddam needed an immediate solution. Iraqi helicopters were already attempting attacks against shipping in the Gulf, but these operations achieved only limited success. Their range, speed, and firepower simply were not enough to seriously disrupt Iran's oil trade. Growing increasingly desperate, Iraq negotiated another deal with France, this time leasing 5 Super-Intended attack aircraft from the French Navy. These aircraft had already gained international attention during the Falklands War in 1982, where Argentine pilots flying Super-Intendeds armed with Exocet missiles had inflicted devastating losses on the British fleet. Now, those same aircraft would bring terror to the Persian Gulf. On March 27, 1984, Iraqi Super-Intendeds launched their first major missile attacks against shipping in the Gulf. The attacks marked the beginning of what would soon become known worldwide as the Tanker War. By the end of that year alone, Iraqi aircraft had attacked dozens of ships from various nations operating in Gulf waters. Oil tankers, cargo vessels, and commercial ships suddenly found themselves caught in one of the most dangerous maritime conflict zones on Earth. Insurance prices skyrocketed, shipping companies panicked, and international concern rapidly grew. For Iran, stopping these attacks became a top priority. Iranian fighter pilots flying American-made F-14 Tomcats and other aircraft desperately hunted Iraqi strike planes over the Gulf. Iranian naval forces also attempted to intercept them, yet the Iraqi Super-Intendeds proved extraordinarily difficult to destroy.